Every week we produce a video that you, the viewers, have selected by emailing me a subject that you are concerned about. So this week, Wendy and a few others have actually messaged me regarding receptionists. I think they must have picked up that I'm pretty passionate about having receptionists in salons where we can. In fact, I think a receptionist in some businesses can be a bigger asset than a salon manager, especially if the salon manager is actually stuck to the back of a chair every day and every hour. So people don't think that they can afford a receptionist, and maybe in the smallest of salons that might be true, but I think no matter how small you are, it should be an aspiration of yours to have someone on a reception desk carrying out duties that are so valuable to your business. So I'm going to go through a number of things. Okay, this is not an exhaustive list, as they say. I'm going to talk about 8 to 10 things that you could be getting these guys to be doing that's going to add so much value to your business. I always say the receptionist is really the oil in the stylist wheels. You know, they make things go around, they make things go so smoothly if it's done properly. Now, I don't want to talk about receptionist duties, you know, filling out maybe record cards or answering the phone. I'm going to take for granted that your receptionist is going to do all the basic admin that's on the desk, okay? You know, answering the phone in 3 rings, that might be a target of theirs, but they're going to answer the phone one way or another. So, the reason for this video is to say, look, if you want a receptionist, if you're a growing, developing business, you should be getting one because they can not only pay for themselves, they can contribute a lot more than just their wage and just their salary. And some of the ways they can do that are like this. I would have a product sales target, in no particular order, as I said, for a receptionist. Now, they don't want them shampooing, guys. These guys should not be over there shampooing and then someone walks in or someone phones and then they've got to get a stylist to go and cover them. They're not shampooers, they're not junior stylists, they're receptionists. And to that end, you should be looking somewhere else for these people. Do you know, the best receptionists that I find when I help salons get new staff, we go and look in places like, one of the great places is travel agents. You go there and you get very well presented staff who can use technology, who know how to speak to clients. I mean, you're halfway there already. They just don't have specialist knowledge in what you're doing. But other places, it could be clothing stores, supermarkets. You know, you can actually almost interview these people just by making a purchase. So go and look from there. Don't look for them in the colleges. Don't look for them as hairdressers or ex-hairdressers. Don't look them for, you know, as downtime for stylists. Go and find someone who's probably outside the industry altogether. Okay? So, and you're going to find it quite easy to find them, but don't rush into it either. Go and find someone absolutely fabulous. But going back to it, yes, I would be giving them a product sales target. They're not going to be shampooing, so they can't sell there, and they don't want to be pinching sales from your clients. I get that as well. But there are opportunities when a receptionist does have access to clients that are not having services done. So, you know what it's like, sisters coming together, one's having a colour, one's having a cut and blow dry, the other one is just sat there on the sofa having coffee for 4 hours. Or mothers when the children are having a haircut, or I think you get the idea. So these people need to be approached, and these are ideal candidates for the receptionist to be going and talking to. Now, they might not be able to talk to them about specialist things like colour shampoos, that sort of stuff, but they can talk to them about gifts. They can talk to them about Christmas. They can talk to them about Valentine's. They can talk to them about GHD illustrators. They can talk to them about the best hairdryers that are available. They can talk to them about gift type products, and later on, with some knowledge, they could talk to them about professional products too. Doesn't have to be a high target. The point is, you want everyone contributing to your product sales ethos in your business and your profits and your sales. So that's the first thing that I would have a receptionist highly trained on would be all products, how to use them, and how to approach a client and take advantage of a relationship that might last an hour or two in the sofa or reception area. Okay. Answering the phone, yes, you would expect a receptionist to, of course, answer the phone, and answering it within 3 rings or even 1 ring would be even better. I don't know why I see receptionists with their hand held over the phone waiting for it to ring the 2 or 3 times, as if there's some sort of magical number. It rings, you pick it up, you do the business. You don't want people waiting for anything. But once that phone is in their hand, that receptionist needs to turn into a salesperson, because the person who's phoning, whether they're an old client or a new client, is giving you the biggest selling signal you can have in the whole world. And it doesn't matter what doesn't matter what that client is saying, because they're phoning you, which means I'm interested in coming to your business. Even if they're phoning up and asking, could you tell me how much a colour is? Could you tell me how much a cut? What they're saying is, I want to come to your salon as long as you make the circumstances completely right for me. Now, how we get that client in is maybe another training issue. Maybe we're going to train the receptionist and the stylist at times to say to the client, well, how much do you normally take? Okay, we'll price match you. Maybe come in for a free consultation. I'd love to tell you about our new color products. Whatever it is, you've got to come up with a way that the stylist and the receptionist are able to tell people on the phone, you must come in, okay? The second thing that the receptionist must do when that client is phoning up is they must start the upsell. So if a client is phoning in for a cut and blow dry, I would expect the receptionist to at least be asking things like, would you like our standard cut and blow dry, or would you like our luxury cut and blow dry? Okay, and invariably the client's going to say, wow, I don't know, what's the luxury cut and blow dry? And then the receptionist is going to go on to say, well, the luxury cut and blow dry is our cut and blow dry, but we add more time in, we take a bit longer, or we add in a top-notch treatment that is only available at our business. It's only available to celebrities. Whatever your type of business is, you're going to turn this standard cut and blow dry, which might have been, say, £40 or £50, into a luxury cut and blow dry, which is now maybe £60 or £70. You're getting the idea. Every one of your businesses is different. Maybe you're a £15, I hope you're not, but a £15 cut and blow dry salon, and a luxury one is $19.95 or $18.95. The point is, the receptionist is the person who's engaging with the client, whether they're new or whether they're regular. They should be helping them to spend more before they even book, before they even get to the salon. They should have spent more money with you. Okay, so answering the phone, yes, within a few rings. Selling them up straight away. When they come in, we got to be talking some kind of product at some stage during that relationship. Now, this is a bit of a contradiction in terms, and it's going to be quite hard to manage. So one of the things I absolutely love, especially if you've got a big salon with a few rooms, is I really think that the receptionists should be doing salon tours. Now, I don't want them leaving the reception so that someone comes in or if phones and then a stylist has got to cover it. But I certainly would be targeting them to be doing them where the salon is very quiet, or if the client is new and they don't know about the services you provide, or if there is a junior who can cover for 5 or 10 minutes, or if there is a stylist who's waiting for a client, something like that. Or if the owner is hanging around. I can't imagine too many owners actually hanging around, but you know what I mean. Get the receptionist as the hostess, the person that knows everything there is to know about this business, who's taking them on tour, showing them where the tanning room is, showing them where the massage room is, taking them in, making sure the candles are lit, giving them a really good impression. You know what I mean? Selling your business. This is what they're doing. The receptionist is selling your business. And above all, they're selling themselves. They're selling the ethos of your business. They're on tour in your business. Okay? If it's left to the masseur to do it, or the salon owner to do it, or the stylist to do it, it's only going to get done whenever they can do it. And because it's not their job, that means they will never do it, or they will do it when it comes across their mind. Has to be a reception duty. And you can measure it. You can say to them, I want you to do a minimum of 10 salon tours a week. Okay? Make them, push them, make them find the cover, make them find the time to take people on tour of the business. Like I said, in no particular order. So we're looking at things like referral cards. Now this is quite hard for a stylist to do during the normal service period, because sometimes the next client is in before they finish this client, and so we don't do proper referrals. Now, I'm going to digress a bit, because when I say referrals, we talk about word of mouth as being a referral, and a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, we used to do something as simple as saying, would you please tell 2 friends about us? And the client would always say, yes, of course I will. Now, if you were still doing that, the client still says, yes, of course I will. What she means is, yes, of course I will, if I ever remember, because I am so busy with the kids and working and transport and getting stuck in traffic, and my job's so stressful, and you know what I mean? That what they really mean is no. So formalize it, get a referral system. There is another video going to be on referral cards and how to do them absolutely perfectly. But whatever referral system you got at the moment, make it the receptionist's duty to get referral cards going. Now, when I say receptionist, this can be male or female, by the way. You know what I mean? Just because I said travel agents or supermarkets, it doesn't really matter. We're looking for just the right person, the right attitude, the right drive, someone who represents your business. Okay, so these referral cards, you can target them. You know you're having 100 clients a week, 80 clients a week, 200 clients a week. Tell them, I want 200 cards done. I want 200 cards completed and handed to every single client. And if they had a card last week, that's no excuse, because everyone's got more than one friend, and everybody works with more than one person. Okay, everybody lives next door to more than one person. Everybody goes to school with more than one person. Whatever it is they do, they need more than one card. Okay, the receptionist, target them. You can sit down with them at their meetings, at their weekly performance meetings, and ask them, how many tours have you done? How many products did you sell? How many referral cards have you handed out? Get them to use that expertise of telephone use to organize things like coffee mornings. Now, don't block the phone up. I get that. Make sure your phone knows when it's coming through, so she can put on hold people, so she can get through to the customer. But organize a coffee morning. You know, get the receptionist, say, I want you to organize a coffee morning in this business every Tuesday morning, once a month. Get them to get 10 new people. Get them to phone the local women's groups. Get them to phone the local rugby clubs, whatever your business group is. Get them to phone the local council, see if they can arrange for half a dozen people to come up. Get the receptionist to organize one coffee morning a month. Okay, we can go on to other big events, but look, let's start off. A coffee morning in your shop once a month with 10 people, that's 120 people a year. Okay, so, and if they come in, you know, every month, spend, you know, £500, not a month, £500 a year, you're going to have a big increase in sales just from simple coffee mornings. Now, before we talk about social media, one of the other things is you need to get them to control your appointment system. Now, the software recently has changed really well, where 15-minute gaps are not allowed, and the software is starting to do that, which is absolutely fantastic. If you've got a manual book or an older system, maybe you're still using Excel, or maybe you're using an older software, you've got to get rid of these 15-minute gaps. And I would challenge the receptionist again to say, we never will allow a 15-minute gap to be left in this business. So that means she comes in, or he comes in, sorry, every morning and lunchtime, phones clients if she has to, especially if you go online booking where they all drop in the wrong places, and moves them. They say, very sorry, we need to move you 15 minutes back, 15 minutes forward. Or maybe we automatically move them later and we give them services and treatments and whatever. There's systems and ways, but the key point is you mustn't have 15-minute gaps, because there'll be very few 15-minute services. At least with a 30-minute gap, you're going to get a haircut in, or you're going to get an eyebrow wax in, or you're going to get something in, okay? So you need to train them on what is part of your business and how you get rid of 15-minute gaps. Now, one of the really powerful things they could do, at least temporarily, is manage social media. Now, don't think for a minute that just because they can use a computer, they know how to manage social media. Just because they're on Facebook or on Instagram doesn't mean they can manage social media. And just because they're young doesn't mean they can manage social media. Age has got nothing to do with the application of social media, and neither has the use of technology. It's how they are trained and what their affinity to social media is. However, if you can't afford a social media manager, or you're trying to get this receptionist fully busy and contributing, there's no reason why they shouldn't be the go-to person for social media, because you want this person to be able to take the photographs, if there are photographs of hair, or photographs of happy groups, or photographs of happy stylists, or photographs of coffee mornings. You want them to do the little write-ups, you want them to distribute it, okay? If there's a marketing campaign, you want them to action it. You don't want all of your staff putting on anything onto a system. You don't want 10 staff putting their own images onto a system. You can't control the quality. You don't know where it's being distributed. It's absolutely madness. So if you're gonna have one person, make that person your receptionist. Okay? I wouldn't even have the owner doing it. Listen, owners, you must have better things to do than to spend all day clicking pictures of haircuts and nails. Get your receptionist to earn their money. Okay, so I think that's about 8 or 9 things. I could probably do 100 more things. What I just want to say is, I've got to stay within my time limits, so get a receptionist. Get them super, super busy. Hold them accountable. I am assuming that if you've got a receptionist, your business is developed well enough that you're having weekly meetings with all your staff anyway, I mean one-on-ones. Do the same with your receptionist. Give them targets, whether it's the number of cards, whether it's the number of trade-ups, whether it's the number of trade-ups rebookings, whether it's the amount of rebookings that he or she secures. What she says or what he says to the client when they have finished the appointment can make all the difference. I hear 100 times, maybe 100 times, well, maybe quite a lot every week. I stand at reception with an owner, sometimes with a new owner, and I hear the receptionist saying, give me your money, thanks very much, and see you again in a month. Or sometimes they go, would you like to rebook? And the client goes, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing, right? I might be busy that week. Instead of really driving the issue, instead of saying, well, hang on a minute, look, I've spoken to the stylist. Becky has said to me she'd love to see you again in 4 weeks, because we really got to keep that colour going. We really got to keep that cut in shape, right? She wants to see you again in 4 weeks, okay? And then if the client says, well, no, I say, look, best thing to do is let me book it in. I want to keep Becky happy and she wants to look after you. And if you need to cancel, cancel, okay? I'm not going into cancellation policies today, another video. But the point is, don't take no for an answer. Drive your business, use your receptionist, train them really, really well, and they will put thousands. They'll put 2 or 3 times their wage in the till. And if you want any more persuasion, if you're a salon owner who's busy and got some business stress, which I'm pretty damn sure all business people have at some stage, a well-trained receptionist can take a lot of weight off you and a lot of stress away, and if for no other reason, you should get one for that. Okay, I'm done again for another week. I'll be back next Monday. It'll be midday. If you want a subject that's close to your heart, that helps your business, has to be business related, please send me an email via the link. Meanwhile, put questions at the bottom of this video. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me that you like me, tell me that you hate me, and I will see you guys all again soon. Thanks very much.